numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your door and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
They'll run here with Barber. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
53, Mike.
Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Bridgewater. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Benjamin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Broken tackle. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
What? 180. I got you. I got you.
Now a first down throw. Gone. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll fake the handoff. Now gone. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Jannard Avery gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Gone. He's going to look deep down the field, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
At their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Barber. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
17 more yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Check. Watch the D4. Watch the D4. Watch the flat. Watch the flat. Watch the flat.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Peyton Barber, his 6th touchdown of the season. Where the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play. First down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, Drake, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Johnson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Goff on 3rd down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jannard Avery picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Bound to lose one.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's got Evans. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Let's go, fellas.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Austin Seferian-Jenkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to. Gets this one to Joshua Perkins. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants. So how do you stop it? A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route. So on the big tight end, holding. Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Tonight, 180. I'm coming for you. You mine. 12. He's checking. Hey, kill.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Tremont Williams, a veteran corner there on the stop.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
We go tonight. Line 20.
57's the Mike. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
We play to win. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together.
And oh, he coughed it up!
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Fitzgerald's got it right side. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend, and a nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Squeeze, double.
Here's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here we go. 180.
Mike 58, right there.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
57's the Mike. 57.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Goff. It's complete to Drake. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. To throw is gone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Broncos cut into that lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Bridgewater to throw it. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Yannick Ngakoue has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go, let's go. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Evans has it left side. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mike Evans with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Goff now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Bandit, bandit. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll run on first down. Barber. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Let's go. 50. Hey, come on. 54. Let's go.
Once again, it's Barber. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They hand off to their big tight end. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Austin Safarian-Jenkins with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Maverick. Jim.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Goff now looks to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Check 3. DC.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
58, right there. Watch the run, watch the run.
On first down, it's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Johnson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. C.J. Mosley able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. Left side completion to Jones. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start on the ground with Barber. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.